How to make Trapper look like an S tier killer. Trapper's power is very simple. He's able to place traps around the map and survivors can step into them. His traps start around the map, usually close to generator. Your traps will spawn disarmed and you have to manually pick them up to place them wherever you want. This makes him the weakest killer in the game. But with these tips, I promise Trapper will feel like an S tier killer. Let's talk about his add-ons. The add-ons that I use that make him a lot better are Iridescent Stone and Honing Stone. Iridescent Stone allows the traps you place around the map, or the ones that are already on the ground, to randomly open back up every 30 seconds. And Honing Stone puts survivors into the dying state after they escape the trap, unless another survivor helps them out. The other strong add-on that I would recommend on Trapper is Bloody Coil. This add-on injures survivors when they disarm your trap, which is good for getting free injuries. For the broke people out there, some good add-ons that are less costly would be Trapper's Back, which allows you to carry 3 traps, and Wax Break, which makes it so that it takes longer for the survivors to escape your traps. It's not going to be as effective as the expensive add-ons, but it's going to make your gameplay smoother. What are your strengths as a Trapper? One of Trapper's biggest strengths is basement. Personally, my favorite spot. If you can get a survivor in your basement, the game is practically over if you play it right. Here's what my usual build for Trapper looks like. Corrupt Intervention and Deadlock will slow down the gens as much as possible so you can have enough time to trap an area or prepare your basement. The other 2 perks are Agitation and Iron Grasp. These perks will let you carry survivors for a lot longer, allowing you to force a basement situation. Once you have hooked a survivor in there, you can trap Killer Shack so it's so much harder for the survivors to get in. Another strength that Trapper has is locking down doorways and loops. This is in case camping basement isn't an option, which can happen when you get a map with a bad basement or because the survivors are smart enough to know that they should avoid basement against a Trapper. There is, however, a lot of weaknesses with Trapper. Trapper, like many killers, can't travel the map very fast, making a lot of perks weak. Perks like Friends Till the End, Make Your Choice, and other perks that require high mobility are pretty weak on Trapper. Another big weakness that Trapper has is that you have to go around the map just to pick up your power. If you run Trapper Sack, however, you start with all the traps on you. The big downside though is that you can't pick the traps back up, which makes this add-on a hit or miss. If you want a more in-depth Trapper guide, I just posted a video on my YouTube channel. Follow me for everything Dead by Daylight.